Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and I have quite a few of these, and I know I used some of these the other day, but I'm going to use some more today, and I'm going to do something a little bit different. These are just little pieces of envelopes that I have had where I've cut an envelope in half or something like that and used it. And we're going to make some of these little V-shaped pockets. Now, stitching around this would make it really, really cute. But as you know, my little sewing machine is in the hospital. So we're just going to go with it like it is when I get it out. I'll probably get it tomorrow. I'll go ahead and stitch around some of these before I put them in my journals. And I'm just going to grab one of these little couture labels. These are the Tim Holtz Couture. And put it on here. I made this one just to make sure that I remembered exactly how I put them together. So we may make some different styles, not just this one, because I know you guys have seen this one many times over, but we may make some different styles. Let's just see what we have to play with here. Finding an envelope that is about the same size is the only issue. That one looks like it will work right there. So I think what I'm going to do is put them together, and I'm just going to slice it down like this. I'm going to go ahead and glue first. Glue this shut. And I just go ahead and put some glue in here too, because I don't want any of that opened up. That way all of that will be closed. You could leave it open if you wanted, but I just like the thickness, and I don't want to leave it open. I don't need to, because this is going to be enough pockets for me. Okay, now let's just put these together like this, and then we'll just slice them diagonally. Like that. So what that did is it made two different ones. So we have this one. Whoops, wrong way, Edith. This one, like that. A little bit taller, I should say. And then we have this one. They're a little bit taller on the point. If you don't like that, you could always cut these little points down a little bit, or just cut your envelope down. But that is fine with me, I think. Let's see. See if I like it this way better. That's a little wider and a little shorter. I think I like it that way better for this particular one. On our other ones, we may make them a little bit different. I know I'm going to make one that's different. You just have to hang on to see how different. Okay, let's see. I don't want to use that paper because it's got a big rose on it, and I don't want to mess up the big rose. Let's see about these. That one will work right there. And you can use lots of your scraps. You don't have to use new paper. I'm just using this because some of these are going to go in my rose journal that I'm making. Oops. I can't stay on the envelope putting my glue down. I'm wild. Now I put it a little bit higher just because, as you can see, I still have that white on there that I haven't trimmed off. So I'm just going to make sure that it goes a little bit higher than that white. Use my credit card to smush that down really good. Now this one, I should be able to just put it like that right there and put it down. Let's see. I think that will work. I don't think we're going to have to separate it. One will be a little bit sideways like that one was, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. You can always put lace and things on there. Cover it up. That way we save paper. So we're just going to put that down like that. I'm going to flip it over and just make sure that all of that It's pressed down well. Okay. Now we can trim it, and you can trim it with your trimmer if you want. I'm just going to trim it this way. I think I can. Now that I can see better, I can. Before, I wouldn't have been able to tell where that white started and stopped. Okay, there we go. Now we just need to split it down the middle. So there's one. And now you can leave this paper on and just fold it over if you want. I'm just going to cut it off. Right, we've got that covered on both sides. I'm going to put a little bit more glue right here, this little point. So I think this is going to work right there. Yes. Great, we got it right that time, I think. Maybe. Make sure I'm going to put the glue on the right side since I'm in a mess up state. Alright, I put the glue right on the bottom, and I'm just going to stick these two pieces together, and then that is that, and then we're going to put a little bit of lace on here. Now I've got different laces out here, so let's see which one I want to put on here. Oh yeah, I like that one. And I do put my lace down and then cut. Some people say that they don't know how I do that. I'll get it out in a minute. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I've just always done that. I don't know why. I think it just saves lace, because sometimes if I cut it beforehand, I end up wasting my lace. I cut it either too short or too long, and then I've wasted it, and I don't like to do that. Alright, I'm just cutting the little end off so it will match up to that. And then down here, I'm just going to do the same thing. Cut that little end. There we go. So that one's on there, and then I'm going to put a piece down through here. Now this one I will cut off just because I can tuck it back up under here a little bit. Because before I glue this, I'm going to put this lace under there. Let's see. Make sure I'm putting the right sides the right way. Right, and then again here, I'm just going to cut that a little bit just so that it looks more like it's at a point there at the end, like that one is. And then we'll put a little bit of glue under here and glue those two pieces together. Okay. Now we'll do a little bit of embellishing right here. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Need something under it. Okay, I'm going to get a doily that I've already colored. These I haven't coffee dyed yet, so I'm going to get one that's already colored. And I think I want this one. I want to make these a little bit different color instead of having the colors the same. And that is so tiny I can't tell you which way's up and which way's down. We're going to pretend we know. And then here we need another little piece that just maybe goes out long ways. And this is the Tim Holtz Couture ephemera. It's those little bitty pieces. All right, now let's do some inking. All right. Guess you can tell I love to use the doilies. I get started using them. I use them on every project, and I have to tell myself, stop, don't use them on every project. Okay. Then put this little piece out through here. Take our little towel, make sure we get all that glue up. Cute, I like that. And I'm going to put a little label or something right there. And it may be, yeah, I'm going to use this little label, and this is from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. I purchased these from her. And there we go. There is another one. Aren't those cute? And they're so easy to make. And we're using up a lot of these scrap pieces. This one is a little bit narrow, like this. So let's do a different pocket with it. Let's do a little side tuck pocket with this one. And I'm going to glue it together just so it'll be closed up good. And we will cover it with, what will we cover it with? I want a paper that has a little bit more on it than that. Okay, I think we'll cover it with that. That's pretty. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. Uh-oh. Now, another error. I just realized I put it way too close to the edge over here, but we're going to fix that. We've got our flower. And I am going to cut a little pull in this. Just a tiny one. I'm going to put a little ink around it just so I can kind of see it as finished. Now I'm going to cover this with ink, and then I'll show you what else we'll do. You could cover it with ink and it would be fine, but I'm going to put a little piece of lace down through there, I think. And that will cover it even more. Let's see, I do need to trim off right here. And I think I'm going to go with this little tiny, and it's almost like a, I don't know, it's almost like a peachy rose color. And I'm going to go with that right down through there to cover that little spot up. Trim that off. Oh yes, I like that. See, happy accident. That's what that was, a happy accident. Now up here at the top, I'd like just a little tiny label. Let's see what we've got in here. I just want something small that goes this way. Oh, we could do that. That looks cute. That's just a little oval piece. Yeah, let's do that one. I've got so much ink and glue on my fingers, I can't feel anything. I've been filming all day, trying to get videos caught up because next week's going to be crazy here. We've got the sheetrock guy coming in, and it's going to be loud, and the flooring. So I just thought I would get as much done today as I could. That way maybe we'll have some videos next week, hopefully. But it's getting about late, so I'm just about to get very, very hungry. Hungry. As Brooklyn says, she's getting hangry. When she gets hungry, she gets ill. And she says, Nene, I'm hangry. Okay. So there is a cute little pocket. And it would just, if this is your page, let's just say this was your page middle right here, and it could just stick down on the page, and then you can tuck a little card in this way. So there's a little pocket there. And I think I'll use this one right here. I'm going to close this up at the top. Now I think I'm going to leave the rest of that envelope open. That way I can slide a card or something in there that has something on it. Even though this is just a partial window, I still can use it. I can utilize it. Utilize it. So let's see. I think I want to cover it with some paper that has a little bit more on it. So let's try this piece right here. Oh yes, that piece is pretty. I think it's going to be just wide enough. I have already got a big mess around me. So I'll show you guys the process when they really get going next week. Next week is going to be probably the week that you'll see the most, or I will see, we will see the most progress. This week they put down the subfloor, which that was a miracle in itself because, you know, we've been walking on that little thin sheet of plywood that's right at the very bottom of your house, of your flooring. So when they put down the subfloor, it was like a new floor to us. Okay, I think we're going to glue that like that. So we were both thrilled to death just to get that. I mean, that looked like something, a brand new $1,000 floor to us, since we've been used to walking on that other and having to be careful where we walk and all of that kind of stuff. Because, you know, there was cracks and everything in that little, I don't know, subfloor, I'll call it. And so it was very dangerous to walk around on. We were scared that we were going to fall through at any moment. Let's put that on the bottom. And it's all level now. They've leveled it up so there's no, you know, high places and low places on the floor. So that makes it so much easier to walk on. It's just, I don't know, it's a miracle already. And I'm tickled to death. I know, you know, it was frustrating, and it still is frustrating to a point. But, you know, it's one of those things, and I mean, life happens. Things happen. Things are out of your control. You know, if you start thinking about it, there's so many things that we cannot control. And I'm a control person. I'm a person that likes to be in control of everything. So this has been hard on me, knowing that I can't control it. I can't fix it on my own because I don't know how to do a lot of that stuff. And I don't have time to do it even if I knew how. And then Whit can't. He's not able to get down and do that kind of stuff. He could do it if he was able because he knows how to do all of that. But it's been one of those things that we've had to sit back and depend on other people to do. And that's hard for me. I'm not one to sit back and depend on people to do things for me. I like getting it done myself. But, you know, it's probably taught me a lesson. Taught me that I need to be more patient with things. And everything I can't control, so just have to smile and bear it. You know, because it could be a lot worse. There's everything that could be worse. Okay. Trim that off. I know I say that a lot, and I know there's probably people who get sick of hearing me say that, but it's the absolute truth. And I have to remind myself of that. If I don't, then I would be the depressed person. Okay, let's see if we put that on there. That's pretty in there, but I need something that stands out a little bit more than that. You could put a card in there with something like that on it, and that'd be pretty. I'm not going to make my card for that right now, though, but I am going to glue. Let's see. Let's just glue that piece in there. And then when the card's pulled out, you'll see that, and not just that backing for the envelope. Let's just glue that in there. All right, there we go. And now, let's make sure we didn't glue anything together, and we didn't. We can punch our little pull, and I think I'm going to punch my pull right up here at the top. You don't always have to put your pulls right in the center. Punch it up there. And we'll put a little ink around this. Okay. And then I'm thinking that we need something on here. I think I'm going to put that stamp right there. This is an old stamp. Let's see, a root of documentary. So I think I'm going to put that there. And these come from my sweet friends. Thank you guys so much. Love to use these stamps. Right. Then, what shall we put next? Okay, I'm going to refrain from putting a doily on here. And we'll see if we can find something else to use. Oh, let's put that on there. Isn't that cute? This comes from another one of my sweet friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I use these all the time. And she put them in a sweet little tin and put this on top so that I would know what's inside there. Love that. Let's see. Yeah, let's put that down. Put that down right there. Then I'm going to grab a little piece of lace and put right here at the bottom. And I think I'll go with this pink one. Yeah, let's do the pink. I always have to look 2 or 3 times on this one because you can't tell one side from the other. So that is that one, and I feel like I need another label right over here. That seems kind of empty. Let's do that. I like that green. Pulling that green from down there. So let's do, let's see. See what other green we have a choice of. I think it's going to be that one. The other ones are a little bit too big. And this is from Tracy Fox. And if you just go to Etsy and type in Tracy Fox, Tracie, I believe, Fox, Fox, you will see her Etsy store. She's got all kinds of beautiful labels. I can't remember to link her store below all the time, but you can go over and check her out. I love her labels. And you know I love number labels anyway, so there is that one. Cute pocket. I love that. Alright guys, that is 4 actually. 4 more pockets for our journal, and I think that will be, I may make 1 or 2 more of a different style pocket, and that will be all that I'll need for the rose journal. But that's just how quick they are to make. And if you use your old envelopes, it just gives it a little bit more stability underneath your paper. So, and they're using them up, and we always like to recycle things like that, don't we? Alright, we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.